So this is my photography page. I decided that instead of doing just one single artist on Art21, I do have the page pulled up over here. There are plenty of different photographers, so I figured I'd just kind of combine them all and show you basically the kind of photography that I do. So it's Sierra Dawn Photographer on Facebook. You can search it up and find it. I just recently took these 2 days ago when you guys are watching this video. So this is my nephew Julian, and he is, I don't even know how to explain him because I love him, but he is a chunky little turd. So I asked him to smile for me, so he had to go cheese and smile at me at the stairs that my stepdad built. My stepdad built these because there's actually a round like landing right here, but he put that there so he could walk up it easily. And I usually will do rule of thirds, but on this picture I didn't feel like I needed to. I actually didn't crop this picture in, I just ended up taking it that way. But I can show you a couple pictures of rule of thirds. This is also not in rule of thirds. But I love this style. You basically you stay behind whoever you're taking a picture of, and it's kind of like it's a motion picture, so you catch them like in action of walking. And I love that type of photography where it's just natural and looks like they're not really doing anything but what they would normally do. So I kind of used rule of thirds on this one. Basically, rule of thirds, it's more interesting to have them off either to one side or to have the picture like tilted in some way. So this is actually my sister's truck, I believe, right here. And I ended up cropping it out when I took the picture. And this is my sister, and this is her son, Julian. But yeah, so I put them more to this side than to this side, and so you're more attracted to this side of the picture where you can see them, rather than this side where it's all kind of like blank space. So this is him. Funny thing about it is we had let my dog out, and I had set down a piece of wood that I was going to put in the fire pit that we have in our backyard, and he sat straight on one side of it, and I was like, oh, that's good, I'm going to get it while he's sitting there, because these were basically his 18-month pictures. So yeah, he just sat straight on it, and then he saw our dog come out, and he was like laughing because our dog was barking at the dog next door. So, and this one, he yelled Dora at me because not for some reason, like he just clicked on calling me Dora because his dad called me Dora, because he saw pictures of when I was little and I looked like Dora. So now he calls me Aunt Dora, and he cheeses about it every time because he knows it makes me so upset when he does it. This one, he was in the middle of yelling Dora. So a good thing is always get like funny pictures, because that way it makes it look like they are definitely enjoying you taking pictures, and it just makes for good photos in the long run. I actually had a pair of Ray-Bans on, which is what these are. They're my Ray-Ban sunglasses. And what he did was he goes, Dora, mine, and he took my sunglasses and looked to the side, and I was like, you're a little stud, dude. So those are some pictures of my nephew. More albums. I've only had 2 cover photos, but I've taken them both. This is my cousin's daughter, Briley, and she's 3 years old. She's she's like really, really pretty. She has like long blonde hair that goes all the way down her back. She was really hard taking pictures of because even because normally you like try and have somebody do poses or something, but she being 3, she just wanted to go and play. So in my dad's backyard, I actually took her outside and I was like, okay, Briley, go play. And the thing that she was attracted to was the swing in the backyard. So she went there and I was like, all right, just keep swinging. And then my brother started pushing her on the swing, so she was laughing, which is when I got the good pictures. Let's see. Oh, here we go. There's the. Okay, this one, I did end up getting her to do this one pose. And basically, I also did the rule of thirds right here, which was great for when I went to put her name in right here. My aunt, which is her grandma, wanted to, she'd be my cousin, but, wanted her name put on the side of the picture, so I said, alright, the rule of thirds is great, because then you have her over here, and then you have her name over here, so it's not, like, blocking anything of her. So yeah, I did have her put her hands in her back pocket. Yeah, she was really cute. I think this one is probably one of my favorites from the shoot. She asked me to help her stand up on the swings to see if she could swing like that. And I did put a filter on this one just because when I took it, it was really, really bright. So I had to put a filter to darken it so you could actually see her. But it turned out really good anyway. These are the girls from, I believe they're the advanced fashion class. So basically they design clothes and things. And Miss Mulligan asked if a couple of us could come in and take pictures of the girls. And so we had them doing a couple silly poses like this one. And we did do rule of thirds on this one. See, smaller space, bigger space over here. You're more attracted to, like, her off to the side. But we also had them doing, like, serious poses like this one. Like, it was really hard to get some of them to go angry because they were really funny girls and we were all cracking jokes. And so it was like we had to keep clicking the shutter button to make sure we got pictures of them looking angry. This is one of the coats that was made. I thought it was really, really good. The girl I showed you before, I believe, was the one that made this. And then we kind of had them add in a purse to kind of go with it. We tilted the camera a little bit. So we didn't really take many pictures that were straight up and down, minus probably this one was like straight up and down. Because they wanted a couple like more serious ones. This is another one of the girls that we took pictures of. We didn't really get many funny pictures of her. She was actually in the middle of laughing at somebody's joke when we were taking these ones. So we also got some like more mature looking ones that you would more likely see, I guess, in a magazine type thing. So, yeah, we got some of those. I love this one because of the fact that you can see the color of her eyes and that her eyes really pop with everything, and so does her scarf. Her scarf really pops. See, and then we got some that were basically just like, they were really cutesy and kind of senior picture-ish. So, and then we got ones where she was really serious and had the like odd hand placements and things. These are some more that I have. This is my sister Shelby that I think I showed you a picture of already. But this is one of her senior pictures that I took. She graduated in 2015, but she was a half year, so she technically graduated in December 2014. But I did do the rule of thirds on that one. I don't only take pictures of people, which is more like portrait photography. I also take pictures of things that are pretty, like plants. These are Mr. McCain's flowers from last year, and I saw one and I just kind of thought it would look really good with depth of field. So to get it more depth of field like, I stuck my hand under the flower so that the camera would focus on my hand and the flower, and then it blurred all of this except for a few like key parts like these. So I thought that was a really beautiful picture. Ignore my ugly feet in this. This is at Knightstown Park. They have like a little creek right here, and then it's like a little waterfall looking thing. The water is freezing. And this is kind of like a stone pathway, and we used to go and play in it. So I was into taking like pictures like of my legs and feet, and then I was into taking pictures of flowers and things. This one was a really cool fountain that I liked that was at the, I want to say it was at the Art Museum in Indianapolis. Or not the Art Museum. It was in one of the museums in Indianapolis that we went to. These are some of the flowers that were also at that museum in the garden. This is my sister Maddie. This is not one of my favorite pictures that I've taken, just because the lighting wasn't right, and I tried adding filters, and it just was not working for me. These are some of Maddie when she was younger that I took for her 7th grade pictures, because we had barely any pictures of her because she likes to stay behind the camera like me. But the only thing is just she doesn't like to take pictures very often. So you have to like force her to take, like, you have to force her to get in the pictures. So I made her do a photo shoot for me and got her to do this. She actually lives with my dad. So she does not live in Greenfield, but this is the Greenfield football field area. But yeah, so I got her taking some of those. This is actually the alley next to my house. So I had her dressed cute. She was actually really hot in this because it was summer and she was wearing like taller socks with boots. I kind of had her do like a not really wacky but kind of wacky outfit. She looked really cute in it, but it was kind of hot out to do it because especially with these boots on, the boots were so like hot. So let's see. This is another album that I took. These are actually my aunt's. This is my Aunt Maggie and her wife Jess, and these are their 2 kids. And this is my cousin Ezra, and he was not very happy about taking pictures. He is getting ready to turn 2 this month. And this is Elias, and I believe he is about 7 now. So he was glad to take pictures. He loves the camera. I could not get Ezra to smile very much, but I did try and use the rule of thirds on this one, so he's more off to this side than he is with the rest of the frame. This is Ezra's sister, and she does not like having her picture taken, but we did get her to take a picture with her brother, Candid. So this is the boy's dad. So we got a couple pictures of them. I got a couple pictures of different types of, because I was doing originally different types of love as my concentration, and I ended up changing it to just like portrait photography in general. So this is also one of my like pieces that I love, but it's not my #1 favorite, and then I got all of them together. Yeah, so these are basically they're like some of my favorites that I've ever taken. So, yeah, this is my cousin's daughter, Cora, and this is another type of portrait photography. This is kind of like my ones I took on my nephew, where it's kind of like you have the younger, like a toddler or a baby. She is actually 2 in this picture. She's 3 now. But I wanted to see if I could use depth of field back here, which I was so glad I got naturally. There's no filter on this picture, which is awesome. And I also wanted to show like all the nice little curls in her hair that she has like this, which I loved. She has really, really curly hair that is long now. So that's one of my favorites. And then the next picture, this is actually 3 of the boys that I took pictures of for the family pictures. So, yeah, I think that's basically all of them. So, yeah, if we go back to my main page, if you would like to check out my page, it is just Sierra Dawn Photographer. Yeah, I think, yep, I have 68 likes on this. So, I did not want to do like just one type of photography. So, I mainly do portrait photography, but because that is what I want to major in is portrait photography, or I guess minor in is portrait photography because I want to be an art teacher. So that's it. Thanks.